Thank you, brother. Who's ready for some boom, baby, boom? I got snot in my nose. This is really live. This is Saints Addiction time. I do the embarrassing, I do the uncomfortable, and I tell the truth. It's not easy being an honest sinner because most people, they want to lie. They want to lie through their teeth. They want to sell you something. Spend all their energy signaling you something just to convince you of something. And guess what? That's a lie. Around here, between Nominee and Weston, we keep it real. And this morning, we're going to talk about human nature, Saints Addiction style. Let's go, leg out. So last night, went out with the two English slags, you know. They got the tattoo underneath here in the sternum. That's basically the new tramp stamp. And they were hunting. They went from guy to guy, got drink and drink, and I literally just got to sit there and watch girls in action get what they want. Now, I'm on the Esther train, the Esther chick, the one with the Ukrainian accent and talks like this. You have to get into her soul. You have to get into her mind. And I'm just like, yeah, this chick's telling the truth. Then it comes down to raw nature. And that's what tells the truth. Evolutionary psychology. Shout out to the men of action. But the lip service of women or people in general is to tell you something that you want to believe. Like, oh yeah, no, I would never do something like that. Lo and behold, their actions are doing something like that. And we've all been like that. Oh yeah, I'm going to quit smoking weed. I'm going to quit drinking. I'm going to quit smoking cigarettes. Lo and behold, when push comes to shove, I just don't put it past humans to do what I want to do. It comes down to their base like instincts that's all they want to do is to get something sugary in their mouth, get something hard in their cunt, and learn how to fuck. I mean, that's just it, dude. It comes down to it. They're like, I wanted a good time, and that's what we look for. We look for good times. We look for easy times. We look for times that are super fun and full of sugar and excitement and all these things that we, in essence, are addicted to, right? Like, if we're coming down to it, we are a bunch of grown children with a budget, and all we're going to do is try to find as much fun as we can without parents around to tell us that we can't. Pretty simple shit, but it's so true. I'm sitting there just watching people do what they do, and the one girl's like, oh yeah, man, I found him quite attractive. He just walked up to you. That's all that matters. Attraction trumps everything. You can run your lip service. You can talk about souls and connection like Esther does, and it's her soul you have to connect to. And once her body is in alignment, you're like, fuck all that. Comes to, did she like him? I mean, she just walked right up to him, and 5 minutes later, she's making out with him. And I'm just like, it hit me. I've been on the losing end of this for a minute, right? Like, traveling around the world, I bumped into chicks, whether it's the Chinese chick, the England chick, the fucking Spanish chick, it does not matter. I've had it happen where they're like, I want to hook up, and I'm like, me too, I'm in front of you, but I just don't want to hook up with you. So it's humble city, humble pies for your boy Marky Saint. Not that I don't have girls coming in. The girl came in from Germany and she's ready. But the truth of it is people get what they really want. You can sit what you want, but as a day that goes by, when you eat what you want to eat, travel where you want to travel, buy what you want to buy, we're in buying moods. We literally are in an economy. What did they call it? The sexual marketplace where we're out shopping. And if we feel like it, we're going to be like, look, I'm going to get me one of those. I'm going to get me a young guy at a bar. I'm going to hit on him. I'm going to tell him to come over here, and then I'm going to get him to make out with me. I'm going to get him to buy my drinks. I'm going to make a mental decision to, like, ignore Mark off to the side. That guy disappeared. He came with them, but yeah, he's gone. And it goes back to what you really want. So it's almost just like your one friend that's like, yeah, I swear I'll never leave you behind again, and you know I love you, and they start giving you the lip service, and as soon as you show up, they disappear. They're better intentions, and we all know that intentions. It's like being around the waiter, you know, it's like, are they treating the waiter with respect? How did they treat their friends? How did they treat their dogs? We don't go through any of that. That's actually thinking. The truth is, decisions are made by feelings, and 80% of them are going to happen that way. So whether you're friends with the girls or you're hanging out with them, they will get hit on by another dude in a heartbeat, and in the next heartbeat, make out with them. And this is not my first time. I've been on the island quite a bit over the 15 years, and it didn't quite hit me because it hasn't really happened. It kind of happened with the Chinese girl where she wanted to sit in the dude's seat because he was talking to another girl, and I don't know, start some shit with that. And then get involved with somebody else, and everybody's just trying to get what they want. And if they want sugar, they're gonna get it. If they want spicy, they're gonna get it. And sugar or spicy, or is it spicy over sugar? I don't know. Should we make a shirt? But that's the real. That's the real in our world, right in front of us. People making decisions, going after it, whether it be going crack or going for crack. You know what I mean? That's what we go for. Whether we lip service to you or not, it's what was the one that they used to say back in the day? There was a test that would say something to the fact that do you wear condoms? And I think this is cognitive bias. So our cognitive bias wants to kick in, let it throw back in the back of our head, protect our ego, and go, yeah, I wear condoms. Yeah, sure, all the time. And the truth of it is most of the time you don't. Because in the situation, under it's presented with the facts, we're all getting hornied up, and we just want to feel what it feels like to be made out with, ass grabbed, and maybe some sex after. That's what we want, so we go after it straight up. And there ain't no two ways about it. A lot of us try to hide it, but eventually when we're not putting on the mask to the world, we still get what we want. So when we look bad to other people smoking a cigarette, we still got that, I do what I want. I'm a Marlboro man. Give me that cigarette. I'll do it whatever I want. I don't care who looks and not. So we tip our hat. We show our weaknesses. We go like, hey, I'm a drinker. Hey, I'm a smoker. Hey, I'm a fucker. There's this, like my dad used to say, I got 3 bad habits: food, clothing, and shelter. But he would say he was a workaholic, alcoholic, and a fuckaholic. These are his 4 things. And I would say mine are food, sex, and weed. And that's just me. Like I get really turned on by food. It's just like, ooh, happy. And I saw a group of girls, and the one girl was like, yes, my food is here. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, yep, your food is here. Let's go. Some girl just keeps hitting me up, and I don't know who the fuck that is. But, it's one of those where we say what we want, right? But when it comes down to it, we're getting really, really, really deep down inside what we want. If we want to miss work, if we want to be lazy, if we want to let the time go by, that's what you're going to want, and that's what you're going to get. Your parents could come by, tell you to clean up the room. You're going to be like, leave me the fuck alone. I can't wait to get out of here. We rebel against the change. We rebel against anything that's against our best interests. If it's in our best interest or what makes us feel right in the moment, guess what? Your friends will cash out in front of you. They'll leave you right there in front of the fucking red carpet. You'd be like, yo, I'm out here. Just like the movie Studio 54, where he was like, his friends were too fugly. Yep, I use the words, girls. There's clunge, there's gaff, and there's, what's the other word she told me? Your blowa. Your blowa. That's your phone for England speaks. You got your blower. So they were just like, nothing puts it past me. Nothing in the world puts it past me to see people go after what they really want. And they could do all the lip service. Oh no, I'm conservative. I want to save all my money so I can save up for this trip or buy this bag or date this guy. And lo and behold, what do you do when you're drunk? Hey, ex-boyfriend. Hey, ex-girlfriend. That's what you really wanted. And that's what sucks, is because we spend most of the day showing our face to the world like, no, I'm not like that. That's not how I roll. That's not what I do. And then what you end up doing is exactly that. That's the action you commit. That's the decision you decided to go in. And now that's your trajectory and direction. Like, you can't be shocked that that's what you got because you just wanted a quick hit of cigarettes. Well, they say cigarettes take away 7 days of your life. Right? It literally says every day you hit a cigarette, or each cigarette you hit is like a week off of your life, but you still smoke them because you want what you want now. You want it now. No delayed gratification, no waiting a week, none of that shit. I want what I want now. And because I say that, that's what I go after. Go into the shop. I'm shopping for what I wanted to shop for. Something sweet, something nice. The girls went to the 7-Eleven so they could get some cheap drinks, you know what I'm saying? And there it is. Lo and behold, it's happened to me before. I mean, I'm trying to remember some of the times that I was like kind of chasing a chick. I remember when I was in the middle of it and the guy ran off with the prostitute for cocaine and she was still chasing after him. We get our hooks into something and we can't seem to find our way out. And now you got Saint's addiction. Now you can see what my realization was inside myself. I was like, wait a minute. I'm max effort if it's a girl late at night, some cocaine and a good time. All of a sudden I'm compromising my values, I'm compromising my time and my money. No problem whatsoever because that's what I want. And now you're looking at sales. Now you're looking at marketing. Now you're looking at influence on the deepest level that's out there. It's just like, if you can control what you want, then you're in control of yourself. If you're at the whim of whatever you want, if you're always just like, yeah, that looks good, that looks good, that looks good, and you're always chasing your tail, guess what? You're going in circles. You're going to get to your tail, nip at it a little bit and taste it a little bit, but you're not actually going to complete the cycle because that would require achievement. That would require leverage. That would require a consistent effort to go after something. Then you got that feeling of achievement. Then you got that feeling of success that you've arrived. Like, I climbed this mountain and now I get the joy of being at the top of the mountain. That's what I always say, top of the hill. Where will I meet you? Top of the hill, baby, because that's where I'll be. I'll be on the top of the hill, waving my flag saying, I climbed it because I had to climb me. And that's what I really found out. I wasn't really worried about any of these girls because they were just kind of on my radar. Not like a little slutty MILF that's always just trying to DM you. I think that's who just sent me that message. But, for me, it's like, it's just human behavior, watching humans, gyrate next to each other, like the creepy German dude who kept coming closer to the girls. And then he was like trying to talk to him. He would just dance by himself. And then all of a sudden he's an inch closer. And then he inches closer. And then he inches closer. He doesn't have the balls to talk to anybody, but he was inching closer. And how about the girl that was like, oh, he's cute, I would have hooked up with him. And right behind him, or right in front of her, was his girlfriend, face flat for about a good hour on the thing, just face flat. And he took her home. Guess what? Came back. She was making out with him and shit like that, right? Then she passed out. Guess what? He comes back trying to look for my friends, my girls to hook up with. And she was just like, oh. And then, of course, there's the drunk fucking geeky looking fucking Thai guy that's always trying to hook up with girls around here. He's trying to talk to my friend. And I was just like, yeah, he's a bad egg. You know what I'm saying? Like, is he a good bad egg or bad egg? I'm like, that one's a bad egg. He works at a bar. He's got STDs and all. You can do better, girl. So for me, when I got two girls with me and I'm not hooking up with either one of them, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be an eye-opening experience for me to say, go after for whatever the fuck they want. They can smile in your face. They could take your drinks. They could take your time. They could take all your hookups and words of recommendation. But at the end of the day, you would have spent all day telling them, don't drink, don't drink, don't drink. And then we all know when it comes down to it, people get what they want. It's just simple facts, They're going after it. They're like, you're not going to get in the way of me and my sugar. Or you're not going to get in the way of me and my, mostly it's easy to get in the way of their focus. That seems to be the easiest thing. But to get in the way of something that they want, all of a sudden human beings are tooth and nail, which is a phrase for a wild animal, right? Tooth and nail after whatever they want. They're scratching, they're clawing, they're just got that hunger, that motivation that I keep talking about at Saint's Addiction. I noticed my motivation switch up. I legit saw myself be that way as a person and just go, oh man, yeah, I really want this, and then watch my whole brain change and go into some other direction after something else, and then be surprised at the end when I sobered up or post-nut clarity or, enough time goes by doing the things that I want. Eventually you're sitting there going, fast food ain't doing it. The sugar ain't doing it. The sex ain't doing it. Some of the biggest impulses in human nature that we all have ain't gonna cut it anymore, and then you'll be sitting there shocked at yourself to just go, man, I'm pumping in all this energy. I heard my cousin John just got out of the hospital because he had his teeth so infected from drinking that it started to poison his bloodstream. He almost died. I have friends like that, missing all their teeth. They're fucking gregarious. They're fucking awesome. But guess what? They're not going to go fix their teeth. His brother gave him 10,000 euros. Hey, go fix your teeth. What did he do? Guess what he did? Yep, he went and drank that money away. And that's what we do. At the end of the day, you got to watch yourself. Chase the dopamine. I got a fucking joint in my mouth right now. This is my morning motivation. I'm going to light this up and talk with you, but if someone would come up to me and say, oh, that has tobacco in it, you know what I mean? It got tobacco in it. And I remember my first spliff being here in Chiang Mai about 15 years ago. I went to inhale some blueberry kush. You already know, join Weed Club. And it felt like I was drowning. I went to suck in. Never had tobacco in my life. And then I was, oh, mate, it's got tobacco in it. And I was like, nah, mate, you need to pick that out of here. Pick the parts off that's mine and go put in the things that's just weed. That's how I smoke it. And they mix it. And that's what it is. You're always mixing in your head. Hey, brother. Sabaidi. Yeah, this is my taxi driver. He's super cool. Yeah. You remember me now? Yeah, okay. Last night, you were like, wait. Yeah, dude. Hey, good to see you again. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. I remember you. Yeah, many times. Yeah. So that's what it is. You're an impulse. You're a distraction. Good morning. Look at this beautiful girl right here. Look at Soy. Soy. She's beautiful and nothing like a young talent, you know? But that's what it is. We'll be faced with a bunch of decisions, bunch of impulses, bunch of everything in front of our faces, and you're going to see this baby crawl across the bed and find the cookies. And my mom walked into the room and she was just like, oh my God, Mark, how did you get? And I had Oreo cookies all over my face. I was indulgent, right? Even last night I went after some cake at the birthday party. By the way, fabulous party. Fabulous time. DJ Thomas killed it. All the locals were there. Everybody was happy. We got kettles. We got TVs. We got fans. We got action. I'm just basically in a box right here. There's a box. And there's my box. And just chilling. But, you know, I've witnessed, again, people do what they want to do. And if they can't control their wants, then they'll go in any direction that their wants want to. And that's a fact. And now you're seeing people that are actually in control of their faculties, of their emotions, of their decisions. And you're going to witness people that are all over the place because there's plenty of stimulation. Just drive down the street. Ooh, I want to get my nails done. Ooh, I want to shave my cat. Ooh, I want to get a battery. Ooh, I want to fucking change my tires. There's something for everyone. And that's what the marketplace is. I was telling people, like, that ladyboys wouldn't be out there at 4 o'clock in the morning if there weren't dudes that like ladyboys. If there was no market there, people wouldn't be selling. They're only selling the things that you want to buy. And that's the things that you want. The little sugary snacks, the salty snacks, the smoking snacks. That's all of us. We can say what we want to, but if you're money motivated and I put out the right price, next thing you know, that's where you're going to go. If you're sexually motivated, if it's the right person and you're attracted, you're going to be like, come here, come make out with me. That's what you wanted. And it doesn't matter if your friends are watching. It doesn't matter if your parents are watching. You're still going to pull that same shit. Just like me as a kid crawling across the bed. I still found my way to the sugar. And that's us, all of us, just like little monkeys finding clever ways to get out of the trees and go towards the fruit. And My morning motivation is to say, watch what motivates you. Watch what angles you go in. What's up, Cigar? Watch what angles you go in, and that's where you'll end up. You'll end up exactly where you wanted it. I don't know why it's blocking it. Are you talking about sodomatical issues? No, I'm just talking about human beings in general. We play a lot of energy to show people that we're happy, even though we're alone. I woke up this morning, one of these most beautiful girls, Hannah Rose. She was just like, I know I play it like it's cool to be single, but now I got nobody to kiss at New Year's, nobody to get a gift to for Christmas, and I want a relationship. And it's like, there it is, you know. Also, Hannah Rose has a guy best friend who she friend zoned. She also likes to drink, and then she's supposed to be a born again Christian. People are fucking funny. That's the kind of people show off. Yeah, dude, they do this all the time. It's called virtue signaling. And in our signaling, we're posted our happiest moments as if we're always happy, as if you never have any off days. And I was watching one of those episodes from Yellowstone, you know, one of those quick reels. And, you know, it's the bad days that we can reference to the good days. But we want to highlight our good days. We want to be like, it's the time of our life. We're traveling. We're doing all the things that we want to do. I'm sure. All the things that you want to do. So if you get to do what you want to do, we all get what we really, really want inside, then that's when you got to check yourself. That's when you got to check yourself and go, what is it that I really want? What is my big enough why? My reason for getting up in the morning, my reason for doing anything, my reason for chasing anything. That's what you're going to go after. And I just started to see myself. I was like, wait a minute. If I can replace shirts with cocaine, then I'll just chase the shirts. And that's what I've been doing. Chasing shirts ever since, 15 years, not chasing cocaine. I'm still chasing skirts, but I'm not chasing drinks. And I sure could have started drinking with those girls and maybe laughed with them and started flirting with them. But then I'm a drunk guy. It's getting a drunk girl. But apparently that's what I really wanted. I didn't want a drunk girl. I didn't want a slag from England to slob all over while I recovered from my financial loss and my health loss the next day. I would have got the girl, but I would have got the headache. I would have got the hangover. You know, I would have got that icky feeling that I slept with somebody that doesn't care about me. These things happen. So, you know, when we put it out there in the world, I'm so single, I'm so free, I'm so happy. Well, guess what? You're all alone for Christmas and you got nobody to kiss for New Year's. That was a fact. She posted it. I screenshotted it. All those days at the bar, all those posts at the church, and you want me to believe that that's what you're going after? No. You're going after being cute at a bar. You want to be seen. That's chasing validity, you know? The new tramp stamp is the sternums tattoo. She wanted some guy to be grabbing all over her ass. They were like all over the bar. And she didn't even notice me. These are my friends, and they didn't even look for me, not once. So I came with them, but they weren't with me. They were out doing their own thing on their own mission to go find a guy. And she did. We left her there. Lord knows what happened after that. But we're all adults here. We all know what happens. We get what we want, and that's just the truth of it. So you are not going to the beach side today. I just woke up. I'm supposed to be going to a waterfall with a model. Many people don't prefer gratuitousness, but they still want a favor. Always this. We're clever monkeys like that. Financial suffering totally worsens our peace of mind. Shit, nothing's worse than being woken up and you spent hundreds of dollars just to have one night. And like the girl was saying, 1,000 baht for a pill. She was trying to find a pill. She was trying to find drugs. She was trying to elevate her mood. And that's what it is. You know, it's one of those situations where you're sitting there and you can do all the lip service that you want. You can post all the posts that you want. You can future fake everybody and say, oh yeah, man, that's what I want. But we've all had that friend the next morning say, I'm going to quit drinking. I'm going to quit smoking. I'm going to quit all these bad behaviors. I don't like the repercussions. I liked it when I was high. I liked pulling the lever and gambling, but I didn't like the losses. So You're talking about saints addiction, me chasing after the best things that I wanted out of my life. This is what I realized. I want the highest of highs. That last. That was the key part. These other ones weren't lasting. You wake up with the girl, now it's all weird, now I'm all hungover, now I gotta figure out a way to get her home, and I don't really even like her. That self-destructive behavior, the self-sabotage that we all commit, was staring me right in the face, and I was just like, that's what I did. I committed to my own destruction. And if I was to commit to my production, to me actually succeeding and doing something with my life, well then shit, I would have to make better decisions. And it comes down to it. Do I want this buzz, the quick buzz, the I'm drinking, she's cute, and she's hitting on me at the bar? And that's what you'll get. But all of a sudden, you're waking up the next morning unfulfilled, with regret, and moneyless. So you committed to your own self-destruction. You're the one drilling holes in your canoe. And now you got to have the saints addiction reflection and look at yourself and go, what am I really addicted to? What am I really chasing? Am I just chasing a high? Am I just chasing a lonely? Am I just chasing a salty? And that's exactly what you're doing. You're chasing the things that you want. You're getting up. You just don't have a highness of high. Your highs aren't high enough. You know, waking up sober, waking up with your wherewithal, waking up with the things you want to do, that's what you're going to get. You're going to be like, you know what? I did eat protein in the morning, and I did do my morning stretches, and I did do my morning workout. So why do I want to destroy my body like some of these hard-body motherfuckers that work out at Gold's Gym, work out all week long to give up their gains Friday, Saturday, Sunday, drinking with their friends? Wanting to assimilate, wanting to fit in. So if that's what you do, you're always going to capitulate to it. You're always going to bend the knee. You're always going to bow to it and say, oh, shit, Drake came in the room. What? Yeah. The captain, El Capitan, the thing that rules me, alcohol. The thing that rules me, my penis. The thing that rules me, my gluttony. You know, the 7 deadly sins. And there's virtues. But we're not all virtuous. We're clever monkeys that always figures out a way to get our way to the fruit that we want to get to. So it's no magic that you ended up in that tree, little monkey. No, you didn't just fall there. You climbed there, and you climbed there for a reason. There had to be something, some dopamine at the top of that tree for you to go up it and put some effort behind it and get it. So be careful what trees you climb. Be careful what kind of fruit you chase or what kind of fruit you eat. And don't be surprised when you don't get to the prize and there's a price. You know, there's a price to climb the tree. It's effort. And you got to decide what tree you want to climb. And you're going to get the fruit, no doubt about it. But don't be surprised it's low-hanging fruit when you're putting in low effort. If you're the type of person to actually dopamine detox, yep. If you're the type of person to actually say, this is my dopamine pathway, these are the things I'm going to chase, these are the things I'm going to put energy behind and take action on, that's what you're going to get. If you're the other type of person that's just going to fucking be like, oh, I'm up in this tree and I'm doing the same things and I'm repeating the same habits, don't be surprised. That's exactly what you got. And I'm here to say we all get what we really, 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 really deep down inside want. And that's what you got to examine yourself. You get to examine yourself and go, okay, are those the results that I want? Is that what I chase? Is that who I am? Am I a barfly? Am I just holding up the bar to make sure it's there every day? Am I the type of person that's just gonna fucking do whatever comes to mind, and anything can come to mind that could just be popped off to this distraction and to in that direction, and then be surprised that I'm there? Nope, I'm not surprised at the trees that I climbed. I'm not surprised at the results that I got, and I'm not surprised at human behavior, and that's what it is. It's just this is being human, and that's what humans do. It's also a problem. We can't stay away from our interest. Exactly. So go after what you're really interested in, not distracted in. Your morning motivation, peace and love, and as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever, in Phoenix, and I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. But it's the other side of your fear, it's the other side of your excuses, and the other side of the world, because that's where I'll be. Peace. Say bye, bro. Yeah. I'll see you on the other side.